They're off and running at Ellis Park, and Sucre Cecile had an alert beginning. Also quick into stride. Next dot in Sealand blasting out Sweet Guitar. Chasing that one there from second as Honky Tonk Heim out on the clear from third. Wreck-It Ruby is fifth and about 6 off the pace. 3 to Sweet Catherine Rose and another 4 or 5 back to Scoot Along in Corrales second last. Blame Game can see 'em all with Gabe Saez. Strong out in behind. Next dot, who's upset-minded up top. Sealand shows the way for Hancock at 15-1 by a length and a half as they pass the 5/16 pole. Here's Sucre Cecile coming at him and coming on with the lawnmower cannon as these two stride for stride. Take a look at Honky Tonk Time, who starts to unwind to the top of the home stretch. Here comes Honky Tonk Time after the pace setter. Sucre Cecile still fighting on, as is Next Dot. And over the top, Sweet Catherine Rose is mowing him down by the 16th pole. Sweet Catherine Rose is drawing away to win. Well prepared by Joe Sharp here to win at 5-1. Going away, won by almost a half a dozen. Wreck-It Ruby for Hutch fought on well in that photo there with Scoot Along, who was last, came flying in that photo. And they are racing to a level beginning. Santa Cruiser, quick into stride. There goes the Indiana sired Orient Magic up to engage. And these two go on with it 2.5 in front of El Franco, who'll track that duel from third. Mr. Peterkin is fourth and about 6 off the pace. And Job Security is fifth and trailing. Single file up the peep hatch backside. And they're in behind Wayne French and Ruth Horton's Orient Magic. And the 9-year-old showing the way. He's keen to go on. And Alvin trying to go and wrangle that one back. Now he leads just 3 parts of a length to Santa Cruiser from second. El Franco is in a chokehold from the Axeman there from third. Job Security to the outside in the clear fourth. And Mr. Peterkin is fifth and trailing. But they start to cluster up just 3.5 lengths from top to bottom. The quarter for Orient Magic on the board as they go on the far turn 24 seconds flat. He got to half 47-4. Now Santa Cruiser at even money is being ridden to come after the Indiana bred. Those two stride for stride. Job Security is under a heavy drive, but he's running in place at this juncture. Now El Franco's being let go. And Mr. Peterkin starts to warm up, but is going to be parked out by the water tower as they race around the turn towards the top of the home stretch and throw a blanket over them. Who do you need here as they start the pick four and they come to the top of the stretch? Well, bunch in behind Santa Cruiser. Off the turn in front by 4. Mr. Peterkin finally on the wrong lead here, switching now with a furlong to go. He's up into second over Job Security, but with a 16th left to go, Santa Cruiser is going to do just that. He's going to cruise home at even money and win. Wrapped up in the end by about 4. El Franco got up to be second, then a head bobber between Mr. Peterkin and Job Security. And the running time, 1:38.16 seconds. Ken Ramsey's My Brother Keith to the outside. They're at the post, and they are off hop at the start for Stroke of Midnight. Good beginning for Cole Boss, Simply Jack, also flashing speed up the fence, Silver Rally. So by the stands for the first time, and Cole Boss up top with Silver Rally. Those two almost on even terms, a length and a half in front of My Uncle Frank from third. Simply Jack from the outside has worked his way down to the two-path while racing in fourth, advancing to the inside as they head over that opening turn. That is Honor Gold. So up top, it's Cole Boss who clears off at 10-1 odds by 2.5 to Silver Rally there from second. Tugging to the outside, Simply Jack really keen to go on from third. In between horses, My Uncle Frank, flanked on both sides by Flint Eastwood and Brown Liquor Man on the run down the backstretch. Now, Honor Gold is now third last. Second last is My Brother Keith in Stroke of Midnight after that miscue at the start is last of them all, a dozen lengths off the lead behind that half, 48-2. Cole Boss and Silver Rally continue to duke it out up top as they head up the backside. And Simply Jack to the outside with 3.5 furlongs to go third. Sneaking up the fence, Honor Gold. My Uncle Frank is within striking range as they start to cluster up with 3 furlongs to go. 3 across the course, and Simply Jack committed to go 3 wide. Silver Rally upset-minded at a big number. And right on their back, full to run, Brown Liquor Man. And leading jockey Gerardo Corrales sends this one on with with a 4-wide blitz to the top of the home stretch. And Brown Liquorman comes to tackle Silver Rally as they straighten away for the stretch drive. 1 furlong to go, and coming back along the inside, it is Simply Jack. And late on the scene from Last Stroke of Midnight, in the Axeman is coming over the top. How did this happen? Stroke of Midnight hopped at the start, was last at the beginning, but first at the wire, and he won under wraps. And they are racing. The Big Maws broke in a tangle, but a clean start for Time to Meddle. He'll have company as Savage Kiss will pressure up to the outside. In behind them shortly is a close-up third. Then My Favorite Uncle is fourth, about 3.5 off the pace, and the Big Maz is at the back of the pack as they work around the turn. With just outside 6 furlongs to travel, and as they straighten up for the backstretch, they're aiming at Time to Meddle, who's built up a 1.5 lead to shortly there from second. Savage Kiss to the inside of My Favorite Uncle there, third and fourth, and the Big Maz can see them all. The quarter 24 and 3. Up the backside they go. Time to Meddle still leads. His lead still a 1.5, shortly still racing in second. Savage Kiss is third. Now the Big Maz with a backstretch move there comes on through to split those horses in between My Favorite Uncle as they head up the backside, the quarter 24 and 3. The half mile 48 and 1. No twist in the plot. Time to Meddle still leads, but they really start to bunch up as they're midpoint through the turn. It's Time to Meddle still leading shortly, still tracking there from second. From between horses, the Big Maws. Up the fence comes Savage Kiss, and wide for My Favorite Uncle as they continue to race around the turn. And Time to Meddle at 6-5. The favorite comes to the top of the lane, but up to the outside shortly is on the attack, and these two straighten up 3 in front of the Big Maws, who's way out wide as they have 1 furlong to go. Time to Meddle still finding from Sea Land. Shortly is under a heavy drive, and the Big Maz has covered more ground than Sacagawea with a 16th to go. Time to Meddle there. Shortly up to the outside to the wire. Time to Meddle. And Sea Land is within 4 from 5,000 as he hits the wire in 139. And for Coast to Coast, Time to Meddle for the Grand Forster Barn. They are racing. Rapid beginning for Crickle, who broke right into stride. Maya's Halo and Star Performance jumped well. They're chasing that pace setter on the run down the backstretch. What a World is a close-up fourth. In between horses tugging, there's High Fashion Kate. Moving on up is right in the thick of things, too. Yummy Bella. Then Redheaded Stranger. So a link back to Georgia on his mind. 5 back to Blitz, and a 1.5 back to Walk Street. And at the back of the pack is Lindsay. Into the far turn. Strung out field here. The quarter rip 21 and 4. And it is Maya's Halo dictating the terms up to the outside. What a World is poised at 12-1, and Crickle is right between those two. From the backfield warming up is Redheaded Stranger. Up the inside, Star Performance as they race towards the top of them stretch, and Maya's Halo will cut the corner. Down along the inside, Star Performance down the center of the track. Both What a World moving on up. High Fashion Kate is finishing well too. Maya's Halo's race to win or lose with a 16th to go. Maya's Halo late charge from moving on up, but Maya's Halos is going to win by a diminishing length, but the wire got there in time. Moving on up was second, then it was Star Performance, and I think High Fashion Kate may have finished fourth, 102.12 seconds. And they are racing. Eli's Promise from between horses, reaching out for the lead. He'll have company as Pensacola up to the outside. Elite Forces in the Pink Silks from third. Lupo's Legacy is fourth. And B. Sud broke sharply but has been taken in hand and wrangled back into fifth as they head up the backside, 4 lengths from top to bottom. Eli's Promise under a long rein with that low head carriage there shows the way a neck to Pensacola. Elite Forces hovers to the outside of them from third. Lupo's Legacy is fourth, and B. Sud is last but 4 lengths off the lead, the quarter 22 and 1. Into the far turn. Eli's Promise and Pensacola now ratcheting up the pressure. Elite Forces committed to go 3 wide, and then it is B. Sud up a spot, and that puts Lupo's Legacy in the fifth in trailing position. 1 quarter to go in the Print My Gallery race of the day. And they're 2 across the course as they reach the top of the home stretch. Half mile, wow, 44. And for a torrid tempo for Pensacola. But Elite Forces will benefit from that hot pace as he was hovering off the pace setters outside of 16th to go. Elite Forces still trying to put away Pensacola, who will not go away. These two nip and tuck nose to nose, but Elite Forces gets the better of Pensacola in the final strides. B-Sud was third, then it was Lupo's Legacy and Eli's Promise photoed for fourth, 1:16.94 seconds. He's in, they're at the post, and they are racing. Running Rocket was fast into stride. Rock to Fame flashing speed. Tap It Boy. And out there goes Flotation Station up into third. Alder is fourth. And Tap It Boy back into fifth. Wide is Beckham Boy with the blinks on today. Still 2 back to Honky Tonk Highway. Another 4 or 5 back to Rowdy Riot and CPG is last of them all. Strung out as they work around that turn. There are 3 across the course and about to be 4 as Alder comes to the outside of Rock to Fame, Running Rocket, and Flotation Station. These 4 as they reach the top of the home stretch, and a quartet of horses will lean into the lane, but it's Alder with all the momentum who spins up to the outside with a furlong to go, and Alder, the son of Hardspun, is putting on a display here in officially number 1, but by the 16th pole, Alder was out of the gate and out of the box today, and he's going to go out of the maiden ranks, a convincing winner. Bet down to 9-5, won and won it well. Won by about 5.5. Good effort from Honky Tonk Highway, who came from the clouds there to get in a photo with Flotation Station. They are at the post, and they are racing. Good beginning for the King. Touch Revenge. Out to the front. He'll have company. Gut and Row is pressing up to the outside, and Ethical Judgment will release and let them ones go and track from third. Vintage Print to the inside fourth. Fenwick Station, a close-up fifth and tugging as they work around the opening turn. Hot Blooded is next decision maker up to the outside as they work around that turn. Chasing Gunton Row, who leads him by the 6 furlong marker, in front by maybe 2.5. Touch Revenge will track from second. Ethical Judgment is third already, 6 off the pace. Fenwick Station is fourth as they turn up the backside. Vintage Print down on the inner rail from fifth. Hot Blooded sixth. A link to Corelli, who races seventh. And Decision Maker last of the octet, the quarter, 24-2. Past the 4.5 furlong marker, they continue to charge up the backside. Half mile, 48.32 seconds. Gunton Row still out there paving the path. Touch Revenge in the clear. Fenwick Station tucked in neatly down on the rail from third. Ethical Judgment being asked to go get the pace setters now from fourth. Up to the outside, Hot Blooded has Vintage Print pinned in and start to close in. Corelli still nothing yet from Decision Maker. 1 quarter to go, and here comes a Tut to strut to the front to the top of the home stretch. Gunton Row still there is a race to the top of the home stretch, and Touch Revenge striding forward after Gunton Row, who's still fighting. Fenwick Station trying to catch a hole between those two, but that closes Vintage Print to the outside, and Corelli continuing to gain ground down the stand side. Corelli after Vintage Print in the final strides gets up to win 3 parts of a length. Vintage Print was second. Touch Revenge, a tough luck third there, 140.03, but fought on well. And they are off to a level beginning. 10 count hustled out to the front, and Magna Ruler will try to go and hook up with him early as Vale tries to work his way down towards the fence. Born Flawless is there. Broken Justice had to touch the brakes ever so slightly as they head over in that opening turn. Now advancing to the outside of horses is Fix It with Forward. Then we trail back to Born Flawless down on the inside. Up to the outside of Broken Justice is Lemon Drop 6. Still 2 back to Ronnie the limo driver, and Levy will have to run by them all. The quarter, 23-1. They turn up the backside, about 15 lengths from top to bottom, and the pace is on up top to the outside. Magna Ruler is keen to go on, and 10 count, and Amy will say, go ahead. He'll let him go there and track from second. Still 6 or 7, back to Vale, who's perfectly placed from third as they continue to run up the backside. Born Flawless is about 9 or 10 lengths off the lead as they pass the half, 46 seconds flat. where Magna Ruler still leading 10 count. Vale is closing in there from third, and on his back, Fix It with Ford in from between horses. Lemon Drop Shot is going to need some racing luck here. Blorn Flawless is to his inside, and Levy starts to unwind with a quarter to go. Top at home stretch, Magna Ruler made a early move down the backside. We'll see if he has to pay for it here as he comes to the top of the lane with a 2-length lead. It's Magna Ruler still showing the way up top. Vale to the outside, and Lemon Drop Shot looks to tag pace-setting Magna Ruler late, and Levy continuing to grind away to the outside. Here's Lemon Drop Shot. Lemon Drop Shot wins it. And wins it by about a length. A three-way picture there for place. Levy to the outside. Broken Justice in the middle. And Magna Ruler down towards the inside. 134.49 seconds.